Hello, kindred spirits. This is Sundara, and I'm going to be doing a reading today, along with talking about all these energies, the light and the darkness going on right now in this world, and the duality and polarities, and all this good stuff. And especially right now, we're going to be discussing this total solar eclipse, which is a ring of fire, the solar eclipse that is happening right here, right now in 2020. We also, along with this, have a new moon in Cancer and the solstice. Happy solstice! And to top all this off, we have Mercury that just went into retrograde. So, what does all this mean? That's exactly what I'm going to cover today for you. So, the total ring of fire, the solar eclipse, this occurs when the new moon is near its farthest point from the Earth. So, right now is an incredibly rare and highly auspicious time. So, what's even more amazing is that the maximum eclipse occurs at the precise moment of the new moon to the exact minute. Oh my gosh, like this is so rare. So, this is like a highlighted aspect and energy that we, as these spiritual cosmic beings, can work with this energy, especially for the next 6 months until we get into the winter. So, the new moon is about planting new seeds, new ideas. What do you want to create during this new moon? So it's like coming into feeling what is important for you to create right now, and being in this energy in the next few days, the new moon, take some time off, be by yourself in solitude, feel your own divine energy as a soul. This is a perfect time to be able to do this right now. If you're able to get out in the woods and ground and connect to the earth. I'm also going to be doing the reading, like I said, so we'll be going into the three cards that I picked for this spectacular moment in time. So, along with the new moon, it is in Cancer, and this is about creating your home within your soul, your inner home where you feel safe and connected. So, the summer solstice portal will open the way for all of us to remember the truth that we are infinite spirit made of light and love. And truth is a real interesting word right now, especially what's going on in this world. All of us are kind of spinning our heads like, who can we trust? What is the truth? There just seems to be such a contrast of light and dark going on, and truth, like a lot of lies that we don't know who to trust or who to believe. So now is the time to listen to the truth and trust your soul. Connect to reawaken your soul, that infinite potential. And that's where the truth is going to come from. Then you're going to be knowing when you are feeling and experiencing from the outer material world if something really is true. You'll get this experience for yourself as you connect and ground and align yourself spiritually with your heart and mind. That's what this energy is about, is aligning the feeling, the intuitive compassionate side of the heart with the mind, where you have great discrimination, understanding, wisdom of the mind. So you're bridging these two together during this time. So the truth that you are infinite, immortal spirit. Yes, you are immortal, having an illusion of a mortal experience here on earth, but knowing that your soul is immortal and you are infinite, made of this light and this love. You are love, loving love here in creation. So it's connecting with your luminous higher self right now with this power of the cosmos, this energetic connection that all of us are going through. We're going through this huge awakening. So it's this higher self you're connecting with, where you will know the truth that you, in essence, in reality, are love here on earth. You're loving and honoring the giver of all gifts, God, Spirit. This is our great Creator. And this gift, including the gift of experiencing this dimension and being entertained by the drama of consciousness being played out here on earth. We're all experiencing this incredible drama going on that's, connected at the consciousness, the mass consciousness, because all of creation is universally rooted in one consciousness. So pay attention to what area and what you're dialing and tapping into the consciousness, and that's why staying connected is so important right now. And also, now's the time where we awaken to know that we are all siblings. Yes, you have it. We're all brothers and sisters from the same mother, father. God is spirit. We all have the same spirit, mother, father, and we were only adopted by our earthly parents according to our karmic patterns to fulfill the lessons we need to learn while playing in this game called life. Yep, we're playing in this grand game through the creation of our thoughts. And we're also dreaming this dream called life and dreaming, participating in this experience. So know that there is no division and no separation. This is the greatest part to us suffering here, is that we forget that we are connected to our source, that God has become us. We are spirit. There is no separation. We are connected, all of us. So this illusion and this contrast between the extreme light and dark right now is really tugging at us, and it's only going to just escalate as the time goes on. So to know that light is love in truth and dark is fear and lies. So this darkness, there's this, dark evil aspect that's taken place right now. So we have to, well, we pay attention to see that we are immortal, infinite beings. We are untouched by fear. We become fearless when we're living in our highest spiritual potential. So the cards that I picked from my Soul Wisdom Oracle card deck, Reawakening the Soul, if you are not familiar with it consisting of my artwork and writings, they're all universal principles. And I have 5 of the elementals: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. That I picked one of those, and then I picked 2 of the universal principles. The rest of the cards are universal principles. But regarding the elementals, earth, water, fire, air, and ether, everything in creation in this world, earth, which is duality, consists of these 5 elements, everything, including us, the trees, the sun, the planets, everything in creation that you see, including us, it consists of these elements. So the element for supporting us for the next 6 months is earth. And this is really perfect because it's about Cancer. Cancer is the archetype of the mother. And like I said earlier with the astrology, like the new moon is in Cancer. So we're picking up this really tender aspect of our mother, our cosmic mother, that we were birthed from this cosmic womb. This is where we came from. And we're starting to remember this. We're starting to reawaken. And that's what this pandemic, plandemic, scamdemic, whatever you want to call it, has done for us. It's helped us reawaken. Our souls are reawakening. They're awakening from this sleep. And all of us are being nudged slowly, but I wouldn't say some slowly. Mine happened pretty rapidly. I really got slapped and I was told to get my head out of the clouds and out from the sand and to see what's going on. And the first time in my life I've ever done this, because I tend to live in another world, the extraordinary world, way more, and I never cared to participate in the dramas of this world until now. But getting back to the earth element, so this is a really feminine aspect that we connect with ourselves. The feminine aspect is like compassion, the mother, love, forgiveness. Oh, so tender and sweet. So it's this feminine energy that lives within each of us, this beautiful feminine side. So we're moving more into this beautiful aspect. And also, now is a great time to ground on the earth. You got the root chakra with the earth, and this is the energy of the north going within, going into meditation, stilling the mind, stilling the thoughts, getting your own energy, and taking off your shoes every day and ground on the earth. Just make sure you either lay or put your feet on the earth where you're connecting to that earth element, to remember that here we are all one, connected in one mass collective consciousness. So, Cancer in this energy of the feminine aspect rules the emotions. In this period of time is unearthing many deep buried emotions that all of us have as human beings in this spiritual energetic existence of consciousness. So we have these buried emotions along with this core drama that we have experienced, throughout incarnations, actually. And this is just another one. So this is like this unraveling of this core trauma that's going on and opening to the light. And so we're able to give this to the light because it's burning so bright, and it's able to like burn away any buried shadows and negative energy. Great time. Just, the next few months, we're going to be giving this energy, negative energy, over as we're expanding our consciousness into this positive, radiant diamond souls that are shining within us. So, our Mother Earth, as our world and sustainer, the tectonic plates are shifting as this debris of evil and darkness is being uncovered and dismantled. So there's just a lot that is happening right now where the old foundation is breaking apart and a new one is in the process. We're going to be rebuilding a new one, transitioning into a newer one where all of us have an opportunity to participate in the creation of this beautiful new beginning that's going on right here, right now. So that's a little bit about the earth element. And then the next card I picked is growth. Growth in the painting is a nautilus. And this is so perfect for what's going on right now, because as the nautilus grows, it has these chambers. That's how it creates. It's moving and growing into a new chamber because the old chamber no longer fits it. So that's what's happening with us. All of a sudden, we're growing and expanding in consciousness, and all of us light workers are awakening to this whole new paradigm shift, and we're feeling a little confined, restraint, or what's the word, like we're just feeling a little bit suffocated, so to speak, and we're like, whoa, we got to move and move into a bigger chamber because we're feeling everything caving in on us. So it's exciting that we're able to now be able to build this new chamber with lots of room and space to accommodate this energy that we are expanding into. But sometimes with this energy, we can feel a lot of fear, uncertainty, doubt. So there's that element of fear if we're not grounded. But if we are grounded, we won't be able to feel this fear because we'll know it for what it is. We'll be fearless. And a great exercise to do to eliminate fear is to start breathing deep in through your nose, out through your mouth, rhythmically. So if you're going to take 10 breaths in through the nose, hold it for 10, breathe out for 10. And do this very slow. If you want to do 15 counts, it doesn't matter. So you're going to bring your breath into this rhythmic flow. And then once your breath starts calming down, you're going to take your hand and place it on your heart. And you're going to rub your heart from left to right. And you're going to massage it and just say, Father, take this, Spirit, take this fear. I am infinite light and love. Remove this. So you're rubbing your heart. You're opening up your chakra because this is where you feel fear, is in your heart. And if your heart is calm, it's impossible to feel fear. And this is a yogic exercise that I found from my guru, Paramahansa Yogananda, in his book Where There Is Light, which is a great book, by the way. If you're struggling with fear or, just being uncertain. This is one of the best books with small little inspiration quotes that'll knock you right out of the fear, and great exercises. So we are stretching out and growing into a new chamber as a part of this growth. And, as exciting as it sounds and feels, there's still a lot of unknown and uncertainty, like I said, that's going to come up. But this is the time that the great awakening is happening. It is happening right here, right now. And we have this blessed opportunity to participate in it, to open our eyes, to see, to listen to our souls and our intuition, and to feel this energy and to pay attention. If something doesn't feel right, seek answers. Seek the facts to what's going on around you. Become a conspiracy analyst. If you start seeing stuff, what's really going on as you're waking up, people are going to start calling you a conspiracy theorist. That's fine. Just correct them. You are an analyst. You're taking responsibility for this divine gift of thinking that God has placed in our minds. Our minds are God's minds. Our minds are a part of the one universal God substance. We are made of the one universal God substance. Yes, we are. So we need to start thinking, and when we open up, we're awakening. So just pay attention to what's going on, and, self-inquiry, like inquire and feel truth for yourself to know, because there's just, there's so much. The world is not as it appears to be. And with this paradigm shift, if we don't wake ourselves up, it's just, we're just gonna get shaken harder. The spiritual awakening is mother, our divine mother, this aspect that is shaking us to wake us. This is what awakening is. Sometimes people have this conception of, oh, a spiritual awakening is going to be all so beautiful and calm, and these angels are going to just come, sing around me. And yes, that may happen. But for the most part, the spiritual awakenings, we get hit really hard to wake up. And this is the way that our Mother Earth, this divine mother, this aspect of ourselves is saying, hey, wake up. It's time to see what is really going on here in this world. What kind of games are being played? What kind of dreams are being dreamed? It's time to dream a new dream. It's time to learn how to play this game called life through consciousness in an efficient and effective way. So right now we're entering in to this psychological victory over psychological warfare. This is such a beautiful time. What we do right here, right now, will change history forever. So we are a part of it. So yes, oh my gosh, it's so good to know I'm not alone. So the next card I got, the third and last card, is Unity. And this has the deer on each side, the male and the female, and it's got the whole cycles of the moon and the roses. I painted these roses in this circle. So it's remembering that we are light. There's this beautiful light radiating and permeating out of the center in this painting. Remembering once again, we are light. We are consciousness made of light and love. So this is coming out in all these cycles that we play here as we karmically come back to this earth plane to work out our karma. There's also a downward flying dove, and this symbolizes the third eye. It's opening up that eye of intuition, the eye in the third eye in the middle of your eyebrows. So the downward facing dove is what Jesus talks about. So this is the opening of our Christ consciousness center within us, where we're starting to be in this physical world in our spiritual aspects as spirit. So it's such a great time. And the unity is just such a beautiful card, because that's what's going on right now. This great unity. As we are all spirit in this consciousness, spirit always attracts back. So our whole energetic field, as this consciousness, these as electromagnetic waves, so to speak, is always pulling back to unity, back to the source of where we came from. We came from this spark off of spirit, and it manifests as thought, this intelligent vibration. And so it goes into the electrons and protons and atoms and all that good stuff. I'm not going to get into that, but here we are in this human body through the elements. But our souls came from this spirit, the unmanifested absolute. So it is always naturally pulling back to source, always pulling back. So we're getting this big calling to come back to this source within us. And if we don't listen, or we're really into the dark physical aspects of the world, and this is where like the evil and darkness and lies come from, is because it's in individuals on the aspect of the dark end of their illusion of being so disconnected from spirit, because over incarnations they've been attracted to things of the physical world, the material world. But the material world can never bring us happiness, and that's what's happening over this time. Like, people think, oh well, if I could just have more money, if I can have more of this, or if I can have more fame, I'll be happy. And they're just getting deeper and deeper into this evil darkness of these lies and fears, and further away from the unity of spirit. So that's what we're working with right now, is revealing all these aspects as these veils are being lifted from this darkness, showing where the light is. Because when you look at it, darkness and the shadow cannot exist without a light. There has to be a light, and there has to be an object that is casting the shadow. So in the next 6 months, this object, and it's happening right now, this object is starting to crumble down, and it's crumbling where the shadow is being revealed and the light is moving through now. So here we are. So keep with the light, and all this, have this. Is symbolic what's going on in our own lives, our own shadows, our own demons, our own dragons that we came here to overcome and get rid of and destroy, and to know that we are spirit. That's the greatest thing you can say to yourself. I am spirit. I am the infinite light. So we're going to just continue to stick together as a soul family, united in love, unity, truth, and equality. And meditation is what brings us to this higher realization, quieting the mind, stilling the thoughts. And through all of this, I've been working on the new academy, Reawakening the Soul Academy, that is opening next week. And I'm really excited, because going into this journey and taking my head out of the clouds and really grounding into earth, and taking my head out of the sand, has really opened my eyes a lot. I've been, I'm excited to introduce this whole, all of us becoming spiritual warriors, and overcoming this psychological warfare through this victory of knowing who we are. And one of my favorite quotes is by, it's actually a little prayer I'm going to close with now, from Paramahansa Yogananda through Self-Realization Fellowship, which I said earlier, he is my guru, and Lord Jesus Christ, and all the great ones, Babaji and Lord Jesus. Both of them are watching this earth and calling upon them and feeling their beautiful energy right now, as they're protecting and guiding us to this light. But this is so I'd like to share this beautiful prayer. If you could just close your eyes and absorb it. We are all part of the one spirit. When you experience the true meaning of religion, which is to know God, you will realize that He is yourself, and that He exists equally and impartially in all beings. So let's open up to this one spirit in unity and love and connection. Much love. I love you all. keep shining, keep opening your eyes, and keep awakening to this delusion and this darkness and this evil that's happening and this play going on right now. And I look forward to reawakening our souls together. Mwah! Namaste.